Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, right. Awesome.
Okay. So
Yes.
we so we got
Yes, go ahead.
those I guess you put the retargeting ad up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw the notifications. I didn't get a chance to check it this morning though. Everything was okay.
Yep.
I paused the lead forms ad because they
Yeah,
weren't
they were
getting
not.
any.
Yes, I also reduced the daily ad budget. I would also talk about that so that you have some clarity about the in general strategy for it.
Okay.
Anyways, before we basically talk about the work and other stuff, like can I do like a 5 minute interview of yours, like sort of a case study or like basically like a testimonial, like
Yeah, man, for sure.
because anyways you're recording it, so it would be done right away. What do you
Yeah,
suggest?
yeah, yeah. That's okay with me, man.
Right. So usually, like how it works is I'll just give you a briefing. I'll be introducing you first. That you basically help fitness trainers in getting the leads, and then I'll be basically asking about our relationship, how it started. Like you
Okay,
can
cool.
just give us a briefing, and then I'll be asking you what sort of contributions I made to you, like to your whole thing, like the funnels and the ads. And you can just share your experience about that. What I specifically contributed, and then what was the experience like, and what would you say to someone who's on the fence of working with me. So these would
Sure,
be like a high level idea.
sure. That's not a problem.
Right. So I believe because the screen is getting recorded at your end, can you like do it this way? Like half would be my face and half would be yours. That way, like your
Uh,
screen
just like that.
layout or something.
I think
I mean,
I did
I
it.
would not be able to see that, but then like so that when it gets recorded, the half screen is covered by me, half is by you. That way.
Yeah, I think I got it. Uh,
Okay.
do you want it left side, right side?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on. Okay,
Cool.
we're good now.
Shall we begin then?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically for my audience. So I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
introducing. I hope this makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Uh, and you can send me the recording later on so that I take out the clip from you.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool, cool.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, trainers and coaches? This is Sanjay Yadav here. I got someone special in front of me right now. So meet my friend, Mr. Christian Lazaro. And if you are in my tribe, and if you're a fitness trainer, and if number one problem in your business is lead generation, then Christian is the guy for you. So today we'll be basically be having a small chat with Christian, and I'll be asking like what sort of things I contributed and all that stuff, and he would be telling little bit about his business and how is that he can help this particular tribe. So yeah, Christian, welcome here. Honestly, I'm pretty glad that you're here and you're sort of ready for this particular stuff.
Sanjay, thank you for having me and thanks for that intro. Yeah, what would you like to know, man?
Yeah, I mean, because my tribe does not know you obviously, so if you can just tell me like what exactly you do so that my tribe would also know what is your specialty like and what is that you exactly do.
So I run a marketing agency specializing in lead generation, helping clients get more booked appointments, not just leads. And we're right now focusing on the fitness niche with online coaches and booking them for challenge, booking clients for challenges and personal training online.
That's great. That's great. And also, like the way our relationship started. Can you just tell us tell us all that how it started, how we became friends, and how things happened between us.
Sure. So I was just starting out my marketing agency journey, and
Mhm.
I was looking for someone to help me in terms of building out a whole campaign for my fitness client. This was the first time I was working with a fitness client, so I was reaching out to a whole bunch of people in my network, and then one of our mutual friends, Andrew, actually introduced us to each other. From there, it pretty much kicked off. Um, we had good communication already. I think it seemed like we had a good synergy.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
hopped on a call. We talked about strategies and ways to produce results for this client. Um, it was like I thought it was a perfect fit already. So I went ahead and try and gave Sanjay. I gave you a try, man. And
Right.
then once that happened, we actually started working, um, strategizing, planning everything out. And Sanjay Sanjay literally saved the hair coming out of my hair because it was definitely a tough first experience with my first client.
Right. So the people who knows me, so basically I help them with scaling their business to six figures with funnels and Facebook advertisement. But then with you, it was something different. So you basically hired me as a consultant, and that was something sort of new for me as well. And I want to test it. I want to test my skills. So what you would tell my tribe that as a consultant, or like what were the specific areas I contributed in funnel work and Facebook advertisement?
Well, first of all, I love the communication by you. You were always timely with your communication. You always had ideas on ways that we could improve the campaign. Everything started out with like just a skeleton, bare bones. Really, we had an idea of where we wanted to go, but we just didn't have it laid out. But then started working on it and actually implementing the strategies, you were there to optimize, edit, and provide suggestions on what can be done to actually convert these leads. And
Right.
honestly, honestly, it was just great working with you. It was such a smooth process. There was ups and downs with my team on my side, but you were always there to kind of, how can I say it, to kind of just like smooth everything out and make sure everything was on track. So
No problem.
yeah, I have no I honestly had no complaints there, man.
Right. So it was honestly fun from my end too. Working as a consultant was the first ever attempt, I would say. And for me also, I was sort of discovering like how this consultant work happens and all that stuff. So what was the experience like? Like if I can ask you this one thing, like what do you feel was something specifically you liked about my work with the funnels and or overall for what was the experience like, and what specific things you would point out, because this is my feedback in front of all my tribe, like what you would say is the best part of me, being as a consultant.
Honestly, it was just you always being there. Obviously, you have the skill set to optimize the ads, set up the funnels, and give the strategy. But you just being there, providing the support, and just letting me know that everything's gonna be okay and that we're gonna get everything out on time was honestly my favorite part, because usually people would just get stressed because we were running out of time on hitting that deadline, but you were able to just go in there, make sure everything was right, and launch the ads. So just you being just you having that professional support, or being there for that professional support, was definitely something that saved me a lot of stress.
Right. And like you said, initially, even now your campaigns have started to perform well. I just before our call, I just checked it out, and the cost per lead is also pretty much down, and the leads have started to come, honestly speaking. So I'm honestly pretty glad about the fact that I was able to contribute honestly, specifically as a consultant, and that also gives me a lot of pride in myself that probably I can do this sort of work as well. So
And
yeah, good, good.
sorry, I also wanted to add that, like I was also just a beginner in Facebook ads. Um, just going through the getting on team meetings with you, just you showing me how you do things. I definitely learned a lot on how to continue to optimize my campaigns, and even how to just set them up properly with the proper location, targeting, things like that, even interest as well. So you definitely gave me a lot of knowledge in this area of expertise as well.
I'm glad. I'm glad. And one last question. Like, what would you say to someone who's on the fence of working with me? What would be your last advice to that person?
Hey, stop thinking about it and just do it, man. You're not gonna regret it, honestly.
I loved it. I loved it. So thank you so much, Christian. It was wonderful talking to you. And like Christian said, he does not help with leads, and he basically helps with calls getting booked. And if you're a fitness trainer and who's looking for getting more book calls, so Christian is the guy for you. So Christian, just if you can tell my tribe, like how is that they can get connected with you.
You can follow me on Facebook, Christian Lazaro, or connect with me on LinkedIn, Christian Lazaro, and just follow my page and like it, Lazaro
Right.
Lifestyle Media on Facebook. And I'm all cool with that.
Right. So to make the job easy, I would tag you in about this video or below the video somewhere, so that if people who want to get connected with you they can send you a DM probably.
Sounds good,
So
man.
thank you, Christian. Thank you for having allowing me to basically contribute to your business. It was a great experience for me. I also explored about my skills and how is that I can contribute. So thank you so much. It was amazing, honestly.
It's my pleasure, and I appreciate you taking the time with me this whole month to help me get this campaign rolling, man.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Yes, we're
Cut.
done.
Yeah, we're good.
How is it like? Like this is the first time probably doing something like this.
Yeah, this is my first time, honestly. As long as I
Awesome.
can
I mean, I'm also
contribute, man.
yeah. I mean, this is one feedback I would like. I mean, not even a feedback, honestly. It's more like a suggestion. You know, what used to happen initially when I would ask my clients for a testimonial, uh, so they would go everywhere in the testimonial. So or it would not be what do you say, the way I want it to be. So how I started it, I thought of doing it a case study style or an interview style sort of testimonial, where you specifically ask the question and guide them to get the appropriate answer which you want later on. So this is one hack, I believe. Then you can always just clip it out, the exact things which you want to say.
I'm gonna do that with Nick.
Yeah, honestly, that would be much more better, so
I'll do
that works out well. So and you can always put it, and you can always take out the clips later on if you want a smaller testimony. Works out well.
I'll probably use this as well.
Cool. So I've got something. I mean, I'll just share. The Facebook ad stuff. What is happening? I'll just give you a quick update so that you will know what to do with this.
Sure.
Yeah, if you can just allow me to share the screen.
Yeah. I was looking at the video ones are doing pretty well.
Yes. Right. So I believe 31st August was the last time when we connected and we started to optimize things, right?
Yeah.
So let's start to see from 31st August.
Why does it say learning unlimited? I didn't understand that.
Yeah, so that means is so the audience size is pretty small, so they're not able to optimize, but then does not matter. You would see that the leads are anyways coming at a good price. Just give me a second. Okay, so if you notice that, one second. So from 31st August, you have got leads like I think around 13 leads at this price. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So the campaign, honestly, lead wise is started to get under control, if you'd see. And just to hold on a second. And if you remember, we sort of optimized it, these campaigns on 31st August, and we were just showing it to the ladies, if you remember.
Yeah.
There was one more, where is it? This one, 31st August. And interestingly, we did not get any leads.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was weird. And that happens all the time. And, and like I said, initially, when we have less number of data lead wise, it is very difficult to have a stand like this is going to work. This is where you can scale. So, and anyways, you are not looking for a high number of leads. You can go slow and steady and you would still get leads. So for you, this one, if you notice, these two are doing good for you as of now, like $11 and $15.
Yeah.
And retargeting ad is it? Yeah, so it is in learning phase. It will just start to kick in as soon as enough number is there. Like I initially told you, like there has to be 100 people at least, but then not every 100. If not every 100 is trackable, then it would not start. Usually the number varies. Facebook only knows when it would be starting, but then it would for sure after some time. So this one would kick in. Make sense?
Yeah.
So for you, as of now, I'm not very sure like what's your target with Nick right now, like how many leads are you going to go for? But then because it is honestly giving you at an average of I believe 13, maybe less than that, $12 as of now. So which means if you spend around $20, you would be getting one lead per day on a daily basis, and 15 days you would have like 15 extra leads by the end of this month. And like today's 7th anyways, so you can decide on that, like how many, what's the number you're going after. So that is lead wise. Number one. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So let's go inside. So with Muscle and Fitness, and these are all pictures. I only one picture, and it has given 4 leads at $15. Only pictures. Like this picture was not working with for any other targeting, but now here you will see it is working.
Yeah.
And that is, it's all testing on it anyways. But then the best part is, as soon as you start to know like which one is working, which is not, your testing budget is not required, and then you would be directly getting at a lower price, and good one probably. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So okay. And I would just let it run for a while. And in case if you want to try one more what do you call, targeting out, then you can probably start one ad set and increase the budget to, let's say, $25 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
That is one thing. And it's always a good idea, honestly speaking, to if two ad sets are working for you, let's say, and it is sort of helping you with your target, it's always a good idea to test one ad set at a lower price probably, so that in case the other two ad sets stops to give leads, you will have already one more ready, like a backup ad set. Like you would start to find out the another one. So usually that's the high level stuff. But then in your case, because the lead target isn't too high, you can just start one more ad set. Like in my case, I would start at least 7 or 8 ad sets at a time because the target is very high. But then you can go slow and steady.
Sorry, go start with one at a time.
Yeah, one more ad set. So let's say, for instance, I believe I think you had given me a list, right? If you remember, the targeting one. So you can just get your team to try one more targeting and just allow that ad set to spend at least 30 Canadian dollars in like within few days, not any specific time range. And then you can see if it is performing well, good. If it isn't performing well, then you can just try another target that way.
Okay.
Make sense?
With the same ad in there, or should I change it?
Yeah, so I would suggest like one picture photo and one video.
Okay.
Inside that ad set, so you would know what is working out.
Okay. Cool.
That sounds good, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to, as of now, you do not have to do fancy things, because otherwise, honestly, every marketer has got a million ideas and they can tell you like do this, do that, and all. It's all about just finding the winning ad set and slowly testing things out. That's it.
Okay. And
do you have any specific question with this? Yeah.
I did, but it slipped my mind. I noticed that the leads were slowing down though. Like it wasn't coming in consistent. It will come in like every other day, maybe every other 2 days. So I don't know. That's right. Because we lowered the budget, or.
Right. I'll just.
Like we hit the guarantee already, but I just for the month, but I just wanted to know why.
So let me tell you this way. So from 31st till 7, it's how many days? I believe 9.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 13 leads. So it's more than 1 lead per day.
Yeah, I guess it's just me paying attention.
Yeah, sometimes what really happens is you might not get 1 lead like in a day, but then you can get 2 leads. So never get too much. Do not track on a daily basis, to be very honest. That would sort of get you insane. Yeah. The best idea is week wise, because sometimes you would see the ad set is working fine, but for one day it would stop working for some reason. And it could be for any reason. It could be a festival or something happened in the news. People were not showing up on Facebook for, let's say, something or the another thing happens. Yeah. So just to give you one example, in India, when there was a World Cup, do you know about cricket? Like it's big in it's big in India. Yeah. So when we had India versus Pakistan, and like India and Pakistan has got we are sort of enemies in a way. So so that day we had like World Cup, and there was match for India and Pakistan. For every one marketer, the Facebook ads like shot up. Like everything was expensive because nobody was showing up on Facebook. Everyone was glued to the TVs.
Yeah.
So that happens, so it depends on behavior as well. So you just have to just make sure if anything important is happening, or if something that like that is happening which might be affecting it, then it's a good idea to lower the budget down. But in your case, because the lead target is not that high, I would not bother too much about it. Just track it week wise. That's it.
Okay.
If you're getting 7 leads a week with a decent cost per lead, which you are comfortable with, then you should be fine. You don't have to test too much there.
Okay. And how's the cost or click-through rate? Has that gotten better as well?
Yeah, let's see that. So do you remember this? We created Nick assessment.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 0.72, 0.33. So I'll just give you let's do it this way. I'll put click as lifetime, and then you would know. So if you see, it's 0.69 on a lifetime basis, but then from 31st, since we made few changes and sort of bring in new ad sets and everything, so it's slightly increased. So 1.75. And also, if you would see the visitors, like this campaign got us like 40 visitors, 40. And how many got converted in this? So it gave us 9 leads. So that tells me the conversion of the page is around 25%.
Okay.
Less than 25%, slightly less, 22% probably. So that gives me some idea. Like this got me 14 visitors, and this got me how many? 4 leads. So that would be close to 30% conversion rate.
And what's a good conversion rate? 30%?
I mean, ideally 30 is good to be very fast.
Okay. Yeah.
But then honestly, you should not, in your case, especially with lead generation, you should not be getting too much concerned about this. At the end, for you, it is a cost per lead. That is the biggest for you, to be very honest. In my case, when I'm going after like 200, 300, 500 leads in a very short span of time, for me, every variable matters, because if I do something to the page, if I have like 5% change in the conversion rate, for me, because I put in a lot more budget, right? So for me, it makes more of a bigger difference. In your case, that's fine. Otherwise, yeah, 30%, ideally that should be your target.
And how do I know that I need to optimize that between the ad or the actual landing page? That's the opt-in rate, right?
Yes. So how I generally do it is because I get to see numbers here. So first of all, you have to decide which platform you would be seeing for conversion rate. Like either stick to only one, Facebook, or like your high level thing, because otherwise you'll confuse yourself. Okay. So what I generally do is I go with the Facebook what do you call Facebook data. So I would be like, okay, so I got 14 visitors, 14. It says 14, and I have 4 leads out of this. So just hold on a second. I'll just calculate it in front of you. So 4 divided by 14 is, so 28% is the conversion rate for this campaign. So which means this is doing decent, I would say. So you can ask me, Sanjay, but then this page isn't. Hold on a second. I'll just give you a better version of it. Just one second. It says multiple conversions, so I need to make an edit. Just give me a minute. Yeah. You have some time, right?
I have until 10 today. So.
Yeah, this one. Visitor. This. It's a better idea to find the conversion rate at a campaign level. Otherwise, every ad set performs slightly different. Okay. So I'll just give you a campaign level briefing. One second. I'll just refresh it. Yeah. So it says from 31st August, we got 13 leads. and the cost per result is $18. And why does it show 18? Because few of the ad spend was gone to testing as well,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So I would not be worried too much about this. And the whole campaign got us how many? 63 visitors in total, right? So this way you would know, like in general. So ideally speaking, what you should be doing is when you're sort of testing new ad set, you should try to keep it like under control. Otherwise, you would get good wins, but then your testing budget is taking a lot of money. So cost per results on an average is going high. Make sense? What I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So as a agency owner, at a campaign level, you should be tracking so that you would know, okay, so if I'm comfortable with 15 US dollars cost per lead, so which means ideally speaking, I should be getting leads under 15 US dollars, sorry, Canadian dollars, and then some of the budget should be gone for testing. So 15 is cost per lead plus testing budget as well.
Okay.
If 15 is the thing, if that is realistic and practical, and that is how the profit should be there that way. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Right. And but then if you see at a ad set level, but then yeah, you'd see two ad sets are working fine, so you can sort of rely on them for a few days for sure, and then you can always add one more ad set just for the testing sake and just to find one more ad set in parallel in case if they stop working.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
So okay, so what I so this campaign is converting at a 28%. This one is converting at, so we can do it this way. Just hold on a second. So this got 54 in total. These two ad sets, which I feel are working fine, 54 visitors, and it got me 13 leads. So on an average, the best performing ad sets, at what percentage the landing page is converting for me? So I got 13 out of 50. 13 out of 54, which is 24%, which is decent now. Not that bad.
Okay.
24, it's converting at 24%. So with so how can you? So if you'd ask me, Sanjay, is there any like big issue with the funnel? I will say no, it is working fine. You don't have to worry too much about the funnel page as of now.
Okay.
Had it been let's say less than 20% and the cost per lead was also getting higher, then I would have played around with the funnel at that particular point of time. The pages basically.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So that is how I decide where should I be focusing. That is how I decide. And so whoever does, anyways, whoever did not opt in, there's a retargeting ad to talk to them basically. Make sense?
Yep.
So that is how you should be doing it. Yes. Ask me further questions. Go ahead.
And also for when they opt in, should we? I know we should have talked about this earlier, but should we make any changes to the copy of the email and text that we're sending, the notifications, or?
So so you're asking me like copy of the emails and those things?
Yeah.
Changes with that. Okay.
Yeah,
So what I would suggest is okay. So for you, my suggestion would be what you should be tracking is the email open rate. That is an important step.
Okay.
How would I know like what has to be changed? So it's always with the numbers.
Let me just open that up and let me tell you.
You can share your screen with me.
Yeah, give me a sec. You have to stop sharing your screen.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. Oh, I have to be the host now. Okay. You see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So just the open rates of the email.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first email gets 29%, 50% for the second email. Well, they're being almost half of them are being open.
Which is good, honestly speaking. 50% is very good.
This one is 20%. This is like the outro. 20% failed. So yeah, there's a couple people that have been moved to the next campaign now. So this 66% opened. I guess this hasn't been delivered yet. I'm not sure why this didn't deliver. I guess, I don't know, this one skipped, none open. Okay, so someone opened this as well. Yeah, so we're not getting booked calls yet. We need to figure out, or I got to figure out a way to get these people booked.
Right.
Into these calls.
And you would also have to see one more statistics because I believe we hosted the videos on YouTube, right? For like next video.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to, I mean, one thing you have to see, what do you call that? Video stats, like how many, like what's the video, how many people viewed the video, at what point were they closing the video? So you would know, like with a 10-minute video, at what point people are dropping.
Do you know how to get to that?
I mean, in general, when you'll have to log into the next, where the video is uploaded. There you would see a button, something called as stats. That's it.
Analytics?
Yeah, I'm not able to recall the word. Maybe when I see the screen, I can probably tell you.
Right. Oops.
Right. So, okay, interesting. So day one, okay, hold on. Okay, so you notice that with the, like, I mean, obviously we both know the shorter the video, the higher chances of getting it. People would be watching it 100% or basically close to that. So you would see the introduction video is like 60%, which is decent enough. But then with day one, it's 24%. Day two, it's 10%. Day 4 is 36. So the whole idea is, so what this tells me is that something has to be done initially so that we can get people to basically watch the whole video. Otherwise, what really happens, they will not be participating in the assignments.
Yeah.
Because they'll never get to know about it. So you would see less engagement. So that tells me that something has to happen earlier. Either we'll have to change. I mean, in general, that is what I'm trying to tell you, like how it works out. So I would know, like, if we'll have to basically increase this number, average view duration.
Yeah.
So I would sort of document it. So today, 7th September, I'll just document this number. These were the average rate. And so I would know, like, what happened with this particular script. And I think, okay, so it has got that, like, it already shows the number, like August 10, it's on the top right. You can just take it in the screenshot. From August 10, that was the stats.
Okay. So we gotta, at least 50. They're not even hitting 50% of the video.
Yeah, so that's a problem because if let's say the average video is 10%, they're probably watching for 3.5 minutes, which means so then something has to happen in that 3.5 minutes. Either we have to talk about the assignment so that they are sort of aware initially. Point number one. Point number two, Nick has to do something much more engaging so that they stick for more time. because on an average they are dropping after 3.5 minutes. That's an average. Because it's an average, which means a few of the people would be definitely watching it, like more of it, and few of them would be backing off way too earlier. But then that's the average. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was also thinking to get them more engaged, for Nick to host like once a week a Q&A for the challenge.
Yes, absolutely. So the best part is, ideally speaking, what can be done is, like every what do you call that? Every weekend or Saturday, or let's say Saturday, for example. So every Saturday he can name one live. He can basically come live in the Facebook group as well. So you do not have to do fancy tech stuff for now, and just mail all the people that I'm hosting a masterclass. It's only 20 minutes or something like that, where I'll be talking about this, and you can directly come and ask me Q&A. Because honestly, only Q&A isn't sexy. You if you give them something much more appealing, like a diet plan or something like that, or I'm just thinking out loud, anything much more appealing so that they would come and attend live, then you can always basically also have a at the end call of action of booking a call.
Okay, so a master class disguised as a Q&A, basically.
So yeah, and it could be something like, and it can be a case study as well. Like it can be like Nick is sharing how is that his so and so client lost so and so pounds in so and so days.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's an ad. Yeah, it's because it's not an ad. We can do that masterclass as well. Where he's sort of repeating the same stuff. That is fine because a lot of people are not watching the videos anyways.
Yeah.
So he can sort of repeat the same content, just adding a different perspectives with a slight twist, so that people who have already watched the video did not feel that it's the same thing. Just add a different angle to it, and then he can talk about his clients, more about his clients, and so that would sort of have that subtle brag as well. And anyways, the title says like how my so and so client lost so X amount of pounds in less than time, and he was able to get married with dream partner, whatever. So if that is the case, just saying. So that is how you can, and because it is women, we both of us notice that the most of the leads are women. So the case study has to be, it would be a good idea to have a woman as a case study.
Okay. Yeah, he just had an interview with a woman, but he didn't. I guess I'm just gonna add that to the lead nurture campaign to get them.
Yes,
looking.
You can do that. Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So you can send those videos as well, the screenshots and photographs, like before and after stuff with email. That is all fine.
Okay.
You can just and at the end the call of action could be book a call that way.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So we got to figure out a way to increase the view duration, and then get these people, or get Nick to do like a masterclass and show off a case study. Specifically a woman, or ideally a woman, because a lot of our audience is women. So
yes, the case study can have like the photographs of the person. The person that doesn't have to even attend that, just that he can share this is what happened.
Yeah,
like I can have a case study how I helped my client to reach 6 figures in less than a year. I can just brag about myself that way.
Okay. I don't even know how to look at this stuff, but yeah,
don't worry. You have to just focus on the average view duration, because the whole idea is whenever you make any changes to the funnel, how would we know that whether this thing worked for us or not? There has to be some reference.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any other questions, honestly. Can I just reach out to you if I do have any questions?
Yeah, no problem. So with this thing, what I would suggest is like for you, like my little suggestion would be just with your team, whatever they're saying, always ask them, like in case if you do not do their work or like how they do it and all that, ask for some sort of benchmark references, like the way you were asking, Sanjay, what is a good conversion rate then?
Yeah. Okay.
And where are we now? And after and whenever they make changes, always try to get that thing documented, what changes were made and when they were made and what was the difference in the numbers.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be sure to ask those things. And then
yes, usually what really happens is when you're working with teams with different people having different strengths, so that would also get them aware. A lot of times we know what we are doing, and we a lot of you would see a lot of team members would do things on a gut feeling basis. That is fine initially to begin with, but then after the first thing, everything has to be backed by data. If they say
Yeah.
to you like we should make this changes, and you should always ask them like, okay, we made these changes, what difference does it make to the fund?
Okay. Yeah. I'll be sure to
And
ask those questions.
yes, so that way you would know what's happening, whether we are going in the right direction or not. I mean, that is how I do it, like with every funnel. It's all data driven, and I would know. And that is how I suggest to my clients that there's something has to be happen with the script. Let's do it this way so that people retain for a longer time and all that stuff.
Okay. All
Make
right.
sense?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time again, Sanjay. I have to hop off, get ready for a sales call. And then if there's
Yes.
anything I need, any help or advice, I'll come out and reach out to you.
Yes. So let's just last final this thing. Like let's just I'll take 1 more minute. So
Mm.
like with you, like it was 1 month, and I also got to know as a consultant like what sort of things happen and where anyone would need help and all that.
Yeah.
So do you like anything have specific? I'm just talking in general, honestly speaking. Like like what's in your head for the long term? Like are you basically looking for me as a consultant, or I mean, of course, I can help you with it as a friend as well. Like if those are occasional question, 1 or 2 question at a time, so you don't even have to hire me as a consultant, honestly
Yeah.
speaking. So if those are occasional questions, so that is what I wanted to ask you, like what's in your head, and so that I can decide my role. Is it more like a friend, like occasional thing? Occasionally I can answer your question. Is it more like consultant thing? You just have to. You can tell me later on. I know you have to go.
No, honestly, a little bit of both, really. If you could, because I'm still trying to figure this out all on my own. Obviously, I have those inner circles that I'm in.
Uh-huh.
But I'll probably need someone to help me like manage these. I know you're a consultant, but like teaching me how to manage clients and how to do this properly would probably be a great asset to me for the long term, because like I just took
Okay.
on 3 new clients. I definitely need some guidance in how to handle all those people or handle
Okay.
these clients, right? So
Okay. So what I would suggest is, because you have already worked with me for one month, so I mean I was also learning what my roles and probably how is that I can contribute. Sometimes I was more like behaving like a team. Okay, let me do it. If your team isn't there, I know you
yeah,
would not be able to do it. Let me do it for you. So that's all fine, because I also understanding. If you can just make a list of it, I believe that would be much more better. Make a list like what is that? Because yeah, I'm slightly much more experienced than you with clients and with advertisement, with funnels. I don't think I'm the best marketer, honestly speaking. I'm just slightly 2 steps ahead. That's it.
yeah.
So you can just think about it. Just let me know what's in your head and how you want to take this relationship ahead. As a friend or as a consultant, anything is fine to me. I just need to have that clarity so that I can dedicate it my time.
Yeah, for sure. I'll get that list to you. Pretty busy today. Hopefully I can get that list to you at
Yeah,
the
no
end of the
problem. You
day.
can take like 2-3 days, no problem.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta go though. I
Okay then.
appreciate your
Okay then.
time, and I'll get back to you with that list.
Yeah,
Definitely
sure.
definitely need some help along the way, so I'll reach out to you.
No problem. Can you also share me that recording, like this recording?
Yeah, once it's uploaded, I'll send that to you.
Sure.
All
Okay.
right,
Cool.
take it easy, man. Cheers.
Okay. Take care.